Hi, I'm Paige from PaigeeDraw and welcome to my video tutorials. In this tutorial, I will be teaching you how to sketch a chibi. So I'm going to start on the sketch, and I always start with the head. So I think I'm going to be making this chibi Nyan, because a lot of people want to know how to color her dress and whatnot, so I'm just going to do a tutorial on that. So I start with the head, and I start with a circle, and then I kind of have some sort of weird triangular thing on the bottom of it. And if any of you have bought my app PaigeeDraw, I used to do my guidelines a different way. I used to just draw sticks, but lately I've been realizing that that makes my characters look more stiff. So the body is more like a squarish shape, and the rest of it's like, it's just, I've been drawing it like they're an hourglass, right? So that's what I've been incorporating to this, the way I've been drawing chibis and characters. Anyways, so I just draw ovals for the arms, and I still do the joints. So if you've ever seen any of my other tutorials, you know that I draw sticks and then I have joints. I still do that, but instead of sticks, I do rounder shapes. So again, I'm just doing the oval arms. And I do the same for the legs. So the legs are also kind of like ovals, but they're also a bit triangular. And yeah, I think that this makes the characters look a little bit better, because I realize that sometimes when you draw the sticks, it's kind of hard to realize how you're drawing the skin. So when you're actually doing the ovular shapes, it ends up looking better. But that's just a personal preference. So now I have the base of the chibi pretty much done. And it doesn't take that long. Usually I would draw this faster, but since it's a video tutorial, it's easier if I go a little bit slower so you guys can see what I'm doing. So this is the basic shape that I've gotten, and I'm going to move to adding the face and hair. So when you're drawing the eyes, what I do is I just draw two really big circles, because this is a chibi, so they have way bigger eyes. And you just kind of look to see if they look like they're in the right spot. And you can draw guidelines, just like straight lines around it to see if it works. And you can always look behind the drawing. Sometimes when you flip it, the drawing looks kind of messed up, so occasionally, if you want, you can always flip it over and see if it looks awkward or not. But I'm just going to continue on with it. Afterwards, you draw an arch on the top of the eye, and then I draw another smaller circle within the bigger circle I've done. And then I do the bottom arch, which is much smaller. So you have a small empty space around here. Then I draw little eyelashes. And usually I don't sketch the eyelashes that elaborately, because when you start fine lining, sometimes when you erase it, the fine liner starts rubbing off, so when you do the little details, you have to redo them just to make sure that they get fine lined properly. So I find that the less details you do in a sketch and the more you do in fine liner, like a lot of your time will be saved. And I'm just drawing the eyebrows, and then I'll draw a smile. And then her pupils, I try to make them kind of cat-like, so instead of them being round, they're really thin. I just finished the face. Now I'm going to start drawing Nyan's hair. And when I draw hair, I draw the base of it first, so with minimal detail. I just draw the basic shape. Nyan has the little ears. So that's the basic shape, and I'm going to just clean this up a bit so you can see a little better what I'm doing. So, just kind of like that. So Nyan has like a big clump of hair here, like her bangs are gathered inwards. So I have this, and then I also draw a couple lines to, you know, make it look less blocky. And then she has the bang that's swept away here, and then she has just a small piece here. And I'm just drawing her rest of her hair. She has really long hair, in case you didn't know this. Yeah. So I just draw a couple lines, and just fixing the eyes a bit. No, doesn't look like it's in the right spot. Oh. Mouths take a bit of playing with. I think it's her chin that's weird right now. Here we go. Okay, so now I have the face and the hair done, and afterwards I'm going to work on the clothes. So I'm just putting a little bit more detail in the ears right now. Just draw the little ear fluff. Okay. Since we have the base of the body done, drawing the clothes is fairly simple. So you just have to draw, the top is easy just because these circles, kind of just follow them. And then, since I've done kind of like an hourglass thing with my characters, like right here, there's a line here, and that shows where the waist is, which is where Nyan's dress starts flaring out. So, she doesn't have a seam here, but it starts flaring there, just by the way. So I can erase this, just to avoid some confusion. And what I usually do is I draw just a straight line, and then afterwards I draw the folds, and I just kind of do them randomly. It's something that takes a little bit of playing with, because sometimes it looks kind of awkward, sometimes it doesn't. That one's a little bit too big. Here we go. And then she's got straps. You just add those in. Now, drawing the neck. And yeah, and you can either draw her with a collar, or you can draw her with a choker, or nothing, but lately I've been drawing it just as a choker, rather than a collar. Now, chibi hands are like the easiest things, just because whenever you draw the fingers, since chibis, they're supposed to be kind of tiny, the hands don't really matter, and kind of made this look awkward, I realize. So, joints would be there, hands there. So their fingers are just kind of like little blobs, which I think are cute on chibis anyways. And you just draw the boots over it. And I draw 5 little oval things. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I think they had buttons originally. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the clothes drawn in, and yeah, the sketch is done. So now that you have all the clothes, the hairs, the face, everything, the body shape, now that everything's drawn in, the tutorial. Thanks for watching my video tutorial on how to sketch a chibi. If you're interested in any of the supplies that I've used in this video, please check out my online store, shop.PaigeeDraw.com. I sell them there. If you're looking for a large community which will give you lots of insight and feedback on your artwork, please check out PaigeeDraw's Facebook page.